Welcome into the South Hockey Network, everybody, live here on YouTube for the third season in a row. TV-style broadcast of every GBS varsity game, and we couldn't be more excited to get this season started. It is the preseason invitational tournament, a tournament in which the Titans have reached the Final Four 3 years in a row, 2 of those times making it all the way to the final. This is Dylan Ward back at it for the 4th year in a row, 3rd year on the YouTube broadcast, and I did the radio earlier on. Gerard Boris behind the camera as always. We have Joe Hoffer, our CSO, our chief scoreboard operator. There's the thumbs up. And hey, with Gerard's kid being on Varsity 1 now, I thought maybe we wouldn't get the thumbs up very much this season, but what did it take? About a minute into the first broadcast of the year, that signature thumbs up from Joe. Dylan Ward here once again, Brad Cesario, Gavin McPherson, all helpers, as we have quite the setup this year, and you're gonna learn that quickly. We have replay integration, we have different camera angles if we want to take a look at the warm-ups for the Maine Hockey Club. We'll get back to that in a moment, but it's going to be a fun season, fun new features, and I work for the SHL network too, but we're starting to rival them a little bit here with our setup. Gerard Boris does a fine job with the broadcast, as always. I'm solo here for this one. Hopefully I'll have a color later on throughout the season. I know David Ventura is going to come back for winter break, as he always does, and my dad will be joining here and there as the season rolls along, but 9 p.m. on a Thursday night was not his style here in Woodridge, Illinois at 7 Bridges Ice Arena. Anyway, the Titans' first opponent will be the Maine Hockey Club, a combined team of all the Maine schools, Maine South, Maine East, Maine West. And they haven't played them in about 4 years, but they'll match up here. Maine, number 8 seed in the combined division state playoffs last year, number 18 in the state. They finished with a 36-19-4 record overall in the state of Illinois last season. The Glenbrook South Titans, number 3 in the state is where they finished, 37-15-1 record for the Glenbrook South Titans across the entire season for the varsity side. But this varsity side looks a little bit different this year with a grand total of 9 new players, pardon me, more than that, 12 new players for the Glenbrook South Titans. So only 8 guys are returning from last season's varsity squad, which finished number 3 in the state. Most of those guys are call-ups who played varsity blue last year, including Gerard's son, Zach Boris. So no more conflicts in the schedule. Gerard will now be at every varsity 1 game, which is going to be a lot of fun. All right, here we go. Titans line up. They'll shoot from left to right, Maine from right to left. Adam Sokol at the dot. He'll win the first faceoff of the season, and we are underway. Titans hockey here in 2024-2025. Starting out here at the preseason invitational. Thomas Preston in net for the Titans. He'll get the start. The only freshman on the team. There are 2 sophomores, Luke and Will Fagan, the twins, the brothers. Besides that, everyone else is a junior and senior now. Maine will enter the zone off sides, and that'll bring the faceoff back out to the neutral zone. Something interesting here at this tournament, we were just watching the GBN versus DuPage game, and a 3 official crew, but usually when you see 3 referees, you get 2 linesmen and 1 ref, but here at this tournament, there are 2 referees and 1 linesman. And the ref actually called the offside, so we'll see how that progresses as we move along. Maine forces it out to the neutral zone. Varsity returner Aiden Weller gets it up to another one, Pajurski. Now over to Hoffer, but they're offsides. 16:09 to go in the first period. Just getting started here. Titans versus Maine. Glenbrook South, the designated away team. So Maine will get the last change here at this neutral site. For many years, this tournament was held at Center Ice of DuPage in Glen Ellen, Illinois, which was the home of Wheaton West. But over the offseason, Wheaton West and the Warriors of Wabansie combined into one team, the New Look Warriors with a new color palette, and that team will play home games here. So they are the hosts of this tournament, so the tournament, as a result, moves down here to Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Here's a centering pass, that one off the side of the net. And the Titans come out with it. Ben Stevens gets it up to Blake Hoffer. Hoffer, nice move. Down to the goal line, centers it. And that one couldn't get deflected home by Pajerski. Now here comes Maine the other direction. They'll backhand this one in, goes down low below the goal line. It's fought for in the far side corner. Weiss gets it low. Now Weiss over the line, right wing side. Looked to center it for Bennell, but couldn't get to it. And a big hit by Jack Higgins down in the far side boards. Good first shift for him, showing the physicality here at the varsity level. And now Weiss will regroup. He'll send it back into his own zone for Will Fagan. We believe that's Will Fagan. The Fagans both wearing practice jerseys as Will Fagan with a big collision right by the blue line with the Maine captain. No penalties will be called and both guys will get up uninjured. Here's a centering pass and a shot, they score! Well, Maine has had some good looks early on and they capitalized on that one. Point blank pass, and it was a one-on-one with the goaltender. Getting the goal there was Sean Chanson, and it's 1-0. Back underway at center ice. Who will score the first goal of the season for the Glenbrook South Titans? Last year it was Frank Surma on an assist from Benji Pajerski in what was Frank Surma's Glenbrook South hockey debut. He's now a senior. It's passed to Vander Plug, now to the blue line. It leaks outside the zone, but Maine will take it back. Now Zach Boris with his first varsity shift. Taken away, and Maine gets it through neutral ice. A pass intercepted by Vander Plug, but now Bruce gets it back. Bruce behind the net, centers it. Poked away. Vander Plug, far side. It'll be taken back by Maine. Here's Donahue. And right to Zach Boris's stick. Boris skating through neutral ice. Over the red line, now the blue line right wing side. Couldn't bring that one over the line cleanly, so Maine will come back the other way with it. Just getting started here in the game, tournament, and season for Glenbrook South Hockey. First competitive game against another hockey club. Sure, they've had plenty of scrimmages leading up to this moment. Although it is the preseason, this game does not count towards regular season standings, but it's not just an exhibition, it is a tournament, so definitely a competitive matchup here before the points start counting. Adam Sokol will send this one in down the right side. It rings around the boards, found by Surma far side by the CCM logo on the boards. Now Cesario, picked up by Sokol, centered it for Surma, but he couldn't finish that one. This will be sent down by Maine, and we get an icing stopping the clock. Let's take a look at that chance for the Glenbrook South Titans on our replay. This will be a great view, especially from behind the net. Actually, sorry about that, folks. Did not cue that in time. Still learning the whole replay system. It'll be a lot easier when I have a partner here in the booth. But that's what the preseason is for, isn't it? Shots on goal, 1-1 between the Titans and Maine Hockey Club. No nickname for Maine, just the Maine Hockey Club, sort of like the Utah Hockey Club, the newest NHL franchise. That's a temporary placeholder, though. Sort of like the Washington football team before they rebranded to the Commanders. Speaking of football, that gets started tonight. 12:01 to go in the first period. Titans trailing 1-0. Face-off coming up in Maine's attacking end, right wing circle. Benji Pajurski ready for it. Puck falls, he'll win it cleanly. Will Fagan off the boards. He's playing out there with his brother Luke. Both defensemen. Just makes sense that they'll be on the same unit, at least here to start out. Jim Philbin typically uses this tournament as a chance to test out different line combinations and figure out what's going to work long term as the season rolls along. The Fagan brothers back there on a defensive pair. I'm sure we'll see Mulvey and Vanderplug together. The two now juniors for Glenbrook South. Both made the varsity team as a freshman. Big hit by Ben Stevens into the near board. That was against Amable. Now picked up by Fagan. Another big collision behind the goal line. Puck comes to the blue paint, and it's covered up by Preston, the freshman goaltender for Jim Philbin's side. 11:05 to go in the first period. Dylan Ward here with you, shaking off a little rust, as are these players. Bunnell ready for the face-off. And Lyons, his opposition at the dot, will get kicked out, so it'll be Bruce coming in instead, the left winger. Puck falls, and it's won by the Titans. There's Mulvey and Vanderplug on the defensive pairing. Jack Higgins out to Weiss. He'll tip this one ahead. It rolls all the way down into the zone, and they'll call an icing. So that'll bring the face-off back to the Titans D zone. 10:53 to go, first period. Hope you found us okay on YouTube. Second year on YouTube after 2 years ago. We were on Twitch for our broadcasts. Face-off won cleanly by Maine. Here's Burke, left point. He'll fire a shot. That's off the blocker of Preston. Now it's picked up by Weiss for the Titans. Jonah Weiss to the neutral zone. Bruce will try and send it in, but his attempt was blocked by his own man, Lyons. Now Gavin. Look to get that one out to Donahue, but that's intercepted by Bunnell. He'll chip this one into the zone. Behind the goal line it goes. Weiss. Now to the near side, Higgins. Ryan Mulvey, right point, tried a shot. That got blocked in close. Now Mulvey to the far side. It's found by Burke. He'll send it to the near side. A good start here for Maine against an SHL opponent, as that deflection went on net weakly, and the save was made by the goaltender for Maine. Here's a shot. Ryan Mulvey looking for the top left corner on that one. Couldn't find it. Now Weller back for Mulvey. As the Titans change him up, Jack Higgins will dump it in, then take a check into the near boards by Bruce. McPherson. And centers it. Here's a shot by Fagan. That one wouldn't go, pardon me, that's Charlie Preston. And now we get a whistle. 9:24 to go, first period. Glenbrook South's first game of the season. They lead shots 3-1. But the one for Maine went in. And actually, it appears as though Lytle has committed a penalty. Again, this is where having a color commentator comes in handy, because I didn't see the call, but that's going to send Maine to the power play and the Titans to the penalty kill. So let's get our first look at this new look GBS team on the penalty kill. And always, all penalty kills are brought to you by Hannah Vanderplug Trial Attorneys. By the way, this is the Wintrust South Hockey Network. We thank Wintrust Bank, more specifically Glenview Bank and Trust, for returning as our presenting sponsor here on the broadcast. A big reason why these things happen. Now shorthanded, rushing to the puck is Adam Sokol. He couldn't get that one cleanly And it'll be forced down into the far side corner. 20 seconds into the kill, Maine in their own zone. Pretty good start for the Titans. Nice drop-off pass there to the captain. Now to the near side, Amable. But they enter the zone off sides, and that's going to bring the face-off back out to the neutral zone. 1-0 Maine Hockey Club. The lone goal scored by Sean Chansed, one of the returning players from last year's varsity team for Maine. Maine last season in the combined division state playoffs beat Nazareth 11-0 in the play-in, and then got their hearts broken in the next round, the Sweet 16. They lost to Belvedere 4-3 in quadruple overtime. In the state playoffs, stays 5-on-5 throughout all the way to the end. Here's a centering pass in the blue paint. They scramble for it, and a shot maybe getting a piece of that was Preston. Now Chance it. Down to the left side corner. Another centering pass chipped on its way, and that one went high. Now Amable. Right point, 47 seconds to go on the penalty kill. The Titans are able to knock that one down and clear it out. Halfway through period number 1. Titans looking for their first goal of the season. Another drop-off pass extremely similar to the last one. Now here's Bruce over the line left side. Bruce down to the near side corner being pressured by Mulvey. Now Ronan finds it. Below the goal line, goes to the far side for Lyons. In the corner, right wing side, Lyons looking for a man. He tried to center it right to Mulvey, and he will clear again. Really nice PK here for the Glenbrook South Titans as they'll make it 1-for-1 on the season. And Maine 0-for-1 on the power play. Stripped away and sent into the zone, then a hit from Donahue on Adam Sokol. Now Donahue gets the puck back. Nice play by Sokol to strip it off of his stick. Good reach there. He got it to Cesario, who comes into the zone. Jonathan Cesario nearly pulled that one to his forehand and finished. And boy, would that have been a special assist by Sokol. Ryan Mulvey's shot deflects off a leg of his own teammate. And so Donahue will get this puck back for Maine. Bruce finds the puck, gets a hit from Mulvey, goes to the far side corner. Vanderplug looking to get that one safe, but now it's Pajerski for McPherson. Gotta get a good feel for these guys. It always takes a few games for me to memorize all these new names and numbers, but eventually they just come second nature. What a pass to Ben Stevens. He'll center it, looking for Pajerski. It'll go to Blake Hoffer instead. Battle for the puck, far side half boards, found by the Titans. Here's Blake Hoffer. Hoffer up high, got it low, but it gets intercepted by Maine. Will Fagan. And Maine will get it back again. Burke. Blake Hoffer behind the goal line, lost it in his skates, pinned up against the boards, finding it safely is Pajerski. Benji Pajerski looking for a short side chance. He couldn't finish, and he couldn't get it to Hoffer, so it does get cleared out. All the way down it goes, and covered up by Preston. .458 to go in the first period. Boy, I'm not really using this replay too much, Gerard. I gotta get on that. Keep on forgetting it exists, but yeah, new toy as Joe Hoffer points out. Keeping score. CSO, as Gerard likes to say, Chief Scoreboard Operator. What's Gerard's nickname? Oh, he's thinking. We'll get back to that. Face off in the D zone for the Titans. Circle to Preston's left. Puck is found by Maine and shot, but that one goes high. Now Weiss picks it up. Here comes Jonah Weiss over the line, right wing side. Weiss tried a shot. That one hit the side of the net and is found by Maine. We'll get this one out to the neutral zone. And a collision there, but no harm, no foul. As Higgins, now to Bunnell. Finds Weiss. Weiss looking to pull that one ahead, but couldn't get around the skates of Gavin. Jack Higgins looking for Bunnell. You didn't see it coming, so Maine will grab possession right back. Dumped in by Maine. This one will be grabbed by Higgins, near side half boards. Gets it to the slot. As now Charlie Preston able to get out with this one. Or pardon me, that's actually Luke Fagan instead. But it'll be cleared out to the neutral zone. Here comes Cooney. He'll grab the puck. Cooney trying to get around Weller. Looking to center that one, but it went right to a Titan. Here they come. It's Luke Fagan over the line. Defenseman leading the charge, but they will be flagged. Offsides is the call. And that'll stop play. 3:28 to go in the first. 1-0 Maine. Shots on goal by our count. Favor the Titans 5-2. Glenbrook South in the black division, or pardon me, white division of this tournament. And something interesting, in previous years, it was 5 groups, and the group winner and 3 wild cards would advance to the playoff portion of this tournament. Adam Sokol tries a shot, into the glove and held on to. Let's take a look at that one again, shall we? Found it at the blue line, left circle shot. Sort of a routine save, but let's try it on a goal cam. Maybe not the best reception on the goal cam at this time. Sokol. And right in front they score! For the second year in a row, the first goal of the season belongs to Frank Surma. And the Titans have tied this one up. 3 minutes to go in the first period. Frank Surma, who in 33 SHL games scored 5 goals, 7 assists, gets on the board here in the preseason invitational. And we're starting fresh here late in the first period. Well, that would have been a good one to grab the replay for, huh? Oops. Back to center ice we go. Bunnell takes the face off. It'll be won by Maine. Martucci. And now back into the Titan zone. This one deflects on net, kicked away by Preston. Another freshman goaltender here in the SHL. We saw Charlie Trapp last year of Loyola Gold light up the league as a freshman between the pipes. Now here comes Bunnell. Titans with another rush. Right side, Bunnell looks for an option, centers it, and they score! What a passing play by the Titans. It's Jonah Weiss, and it's his first career varsity goal for the Glenbrook South Titans. And the Titans, who were down 1-0 for a while there, have taken the lead with 2 goals in 45 seconds. Let's look at that one again. Just missed it. Next time. Still getting used to this puppy. The YOLO box. Nice little piece of technology Girard has invested in. Again, in previous seasons, it was just the straight camera for the entire thing. But now we have the replays, and again, we're playing around with that goalie cam. Hopefully that gets a little bit better and cleaner frame rate soon. Now Zach Boris centered it, and that one could not be finished. Vanderplug left point. Vanderplug was out of the game for a little while there, by the way, forgot to say that. But he is now back on the ice, good to see. We didn't know if it had anything to do with an injury or not, but either way, now a 2-on-1 potentially for Maine. Here's a shot, big save, and another one by Preston. Thomas Preston, the freshman goalie, with 2 huge stops back-to-back to keep the lead alive for Glenbrook South. Rich, now this puck taken away. Adam Sokol over the line. Sokol dropped it off, nice pass to Hoffer, he'll shoot. That one goes high, we'll save that replay, look at that one again later. This one's lifted out to neutral ice by Maine. Goff gloves it down to himself. Into the zone he comes, McPherson battling with him. This one with one hand on his stick forces that one down below the goal line. We are down to the final minute of period number 1. Titans, who allowed the first one, have scored 2 in 45 seconds to take the lead. Frank Surma and Jonah Weiss responsible in that order. Benji Pajerski out to Hoffer. Nice little move there by Hoffer. It was subtle, but was able to get the puck to his forehand. Now Chanson. Dropped it off Lyons. He'll try and drop it off again. That time it didn't work. Ben Stevens pokes it ahead. 15 on the clock. Stevens over the line, takes a shot. That one missed the net high. Now back out to the neutral zone. 9 seconds to go. And McGovern will maybe get one more chance as he gets the puck up to Cooney. He'll center it, but that one swiped out of harm's reach by McPherson. And the horn sounds on period number 1. 17 minutes are in the books. And the Titans lead Maine 2-1. So we're going to take another peek at that chance by Sokol. Yeah, that drop-off pass was really nice. Hoffer, man, he put that right on net. Just got a piece of the shoulder for the goaltender. By the way, the goaltender is Joseph Murphy. Maine. So now we will switch sides here for the second period. Period of the long change, of course, where your bench is on your attacking half of the rink. Makes it a little bit harder to change if you're being hounded, especially the defenders. So usually you see a little bit more scoring in the second period. This is Dylan Ward with you on the call. Gerard Boris, our cameraman. And we're still waiting for that official title for Gerard, but we do know that Joe Hoffer is our CSO, Chief Scoreboard Operator. There's the signature thumbs up. A little too close to the camera for the Remember, you can look on this screen too, Joe, to see where your thumb is. But anyway, Jim Philbin talking to his boys. Preseason Invitational Tournament, always a good way to get a feel for everything and in a competitive atmosphere. The Titans, besides this one, do have 2 more preseason games on the schedule, and more could be added. Those are next week. Tuesday night at Glenview Ice Center, which will be the first home game for the Titans, and then they'll travel down to Oak Lawn for a preseason tilt against Brother Rice on Thursday night, a week from today. And then unless more games get scheduled, nothing till the the SHL regular season opener. That'll be Friday night, October 4th, as the Titans travel to Addison Ice Arena for another opening day matchup away against the York Dukes. As we get started here, a penalty is called immediately as Higgins ran into a man. We'll see if, actually that might have just been an offsides. It's You know, I'm really not sure what's going on here with these officials. There are 2 referees if you're joining us late, 1 linesman. Usually when you have 3 officials, it is the other way around. 2 linesmen, 1 referee, but it seems like just everyone's calling everything right now. Here's Bunnell looking to get it back to Weiss after he set him up, but that's taken away by Maine. Because usually when you see the orange stripe go in the air, you immediately assume that's a penalty. What a pass, and Weiss, point blank, lifted it over the crossbar. So after Bunnell set up Weiss the first time and didn't make contact, he did get it to his stick this time, but unable to hit the target and close. Not a lot of time to react there for Jonah Weiss, who's already sitting on a goal tonight. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, in previous years there used to be wild cards if you did not win your division, but in this year they've added 4 teams to this tournament, so that's offsides. What used to be a 20-team tournament is now a 24-team tournament. So instead of 5 groups of 4, it is 6 groups of 4. So the winner of each group moves on to the quarterfinals, but then instead of 2 wild cards, they just figured out which groups are the most stacked and said second place of those 2 will also go to the quarterfinals. As this puck comes out of the rink. And what do you know, GBS is in one of those 2 groups. So they can afford a loss here in the group stage portion of the tournament and still make it to the quarterfinals without having to rely on a wild card standing situation. They're in a group with Maine, Brother Rice, and York, so they'll have an SHL opponent before the quarterfinals in the York Dukes. That game will be at 8 a.m., maybe 8:20. I'll have to double check. On Saturday, they'll play Brother Rice tomorrow at 5:20. That's offsides, called by the orange stripe once again. Really don't know what's going on here with the refs and linesmen, but I'm not sure. Maybe they just are switching it up this year, but that doesn't make any sense. I don't know. 15:07 to go in period number 2 by our official count. Titans lead shots on goal 9-5. By the way, over on the other rink here in the same facility, the York Dukes are playing Brother Rice at the moment, which are the 2 other teams in the Titans group, as I just mentioned. How about Brother Rice with a 1-0 lead over the Dukes in the first period over there? Scoreboard watching, not really that important here in game 1 of the tournament, but down the stretch it will become relevant as Titans look to secure their spot in the quarterfinals. Hoffer left it, Pajurski centered it. Nobody there, Ben Stevens was lurking, but it went right to Maine. Now they'll come through the neutral zone. Cooney over the line, right wing side. Offsides. 14:23 to go in the second period. The Titans lead 2-1 after allowing the first goal early on in the game. They scored twice in a matter of 45 seconds. It was Frank Surma, then Jonah Weiss. Jonah Weiss, forward, scored 7 goals, 6 assists for 13 points in 21 AHL games last season.
Gotcha.
Of course, the AHL, the Academic Hockey League, the Varsity 2 division of this tournament. We get a penalty here. It's going to be a roughing call. Let's see if we found the replay on that one. And maybe just a little bit too late, but it's going to send Maine to the box. So John Donahue has a seat. And for the first time this season, the Titans will have an opportunity on the power play. All power plays on the South Hockey Network, just as they were last season, are brought to you by RSM. 2 minutes with a man up for the Titans. Titans power play last season, rock solid. was first in the SHL for quite a while, as the offense in general of that team last year was just incredible. Here's a chance shorthanded, but Preston will make the save. The referee tells him to play it because there were no Maine players rushing him. A lot of times, especially in youth hockey, that'll happen where if there's no reason to freeze the puck, the ref will just say keep it moving. You know, if there's no one really hounding you or pressuring you, we're not going to blow that whistle. Pass out to the neutral zone. Here comes Surma over the line. Got it back to Bonnell. Now in the blue paint. Backhander by Weiss. That one stopped by Murphy. Titans play with it again. Here's Bonnell. Below the goal line. Centered it. That one did not find Weller. And it bounces back out to the neutral zone. Here's Ryan Mulvey. You got 1D, 4 forwards out there for Jim Philbin on this power play. Ryan Mulvey, the lone defenseman, will be the first one into the zone. How about that? Mulvey puts on the brakes. Left corner. Got it back up high to Surma, playing in the usual defenseman position. Now back for Mulvey. He'll take a shot left circle. And that's stopped by Murphy. He'll hang on. Good passing here by the Titans on the power play. Good shot by Mulvey as he's looking for his first of the year early on. Back to live action as Adam Sokol gets ready for the draw. Vander Plug is now the second defenseman out there for the power play, which only has 30 seconds left. Titans trying to hack this one to a favorable position, but it will be cleared by Maine. Bounces off the end boards, and Thomas Preston. Now Ryan Mulvey. Mulvey through the neutral zone. And backhanded back down low. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Vander Plug goes to the bench side. It's grabbed by Sokol as he comes over the line. Adam Sokol looked for Cesario. Couldn't get it to him cleanly, and it's taken back by Maine. Titans unsuccessful in their first power play look. So both teams now 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Blake Hoffer comes over the line, left wing side. Hoffer left circle, centered it, looking for Sokol. Couldn't get it to him. Cesario takes a hit to get the puck to Adam Sokol. Sokol being pressured, far side half boards. Now Ben Stevens takes a shot, save made, big rebound. And that one goes just past Blake Hoffer's reach. Now there's a shot by Vander Plug. Bobbling that one a little bit before covering it up was Murphy. Vander Plug, another guy looking to get on the board here. Scored 1 goal in the SHL last season, 2 on the season as a whole, who at the time was a sophomore, now a junior defenseman. Had a lot of really flashy offensive looks last year and sort of just got unlucky. He could have had easily way more goals than he did. He'll be trying to right that ship this year. Hope everything's running smoothly with our new technology here on the South Hockey Network. Dylan Lytell over the line. Sent it over to the far side. Here's a shot. Tip, they score! The shot was taken by Will Fagan. Not sure if it will go a different way on the deflection. It definitely hit something on its way to the net, but the Titans now lead by 2. And it looks like leading the charge on that one was Charlie Preston. If he did indeed get a piece of that, that's his first goal as a varsity player. The only player who made the jump from JV to varsity this offseason. Skipped varsity blue entirely. And the junior Preston appears to be getting credit for that goal. Now here comes Maine the other direction. Back up high, here's a shot. Save made by Preston. Rebound, that backhander was sent high of the net. Now the Titans, odd man rush the other direction. Couple unlucky puck bounces, so They'll keep possession. Here's Lytle. He shoots and the save made. Rebound. They score! Zach Boris joins the club. His first career varsity goal. It's a 4-1 lead for the Glenbrook South Titans. And let's see if we got that one. Oh, man.
That's my other job. I'll do that as a job.
Yeah. Still got to get a good feel for that one. Let's also take a peek at that chance here. Or that save, I should say. And they score again. Let's replay that one.
Yeah, let's see that one. 12 seconds. There it is. You got that one.
Yeah, Frank Surma. Yeah, that's his second goal of the game. Sorry, folks at home. I'm learning this new technology as well as broadcasting for the first time since March. So hopefully this comes more naturally as the season rolls along. Gavin McPherson. Yeah, so Gavin McPherson is stepping into the booth to assist me on the replay. So do you know how all this works? So if you set up the replay, I'll worry about playing it. How about that? All right. Yeah. You want to say something to the people?
What's up?
Yeah, so.
Let's go GBS.
Well, let's go indeed. We've got a timeout here called by Maine. The Titans, after allowing the first goal, have scored 5 unanswered, and we do have a goaltending change for Maine. It will be Gavin McGrath taking over for Joseph Murphy, who allowed 5 Titan goals on 17 shots. And Maine, who really had a nice start to this game in the first 5 minutes of the period, are looking to harness some of that energy for the remainder. This game is far from over. 10:34 to go in the second period. And following the goal, we'll drop the puck at center ice. Dylan Ward here on the call. Still shaking the rust off. Gavin McPherson is now our replay coordinator. Joe Hoffer in charge of the scoreboard. Gerard Boris on the camera. And we'll get back to center ice for the draw. Adam Sokol is ready. Frank Surma with his second goal of the game after 10 seconds later after Zach Boris scored. Vanderplug now out to Sokol. He tried a touch pass, but that gets intercepted by Maine. Here's McGovern. He'll play it to the far side. And now Cesario in neutral ice. He'll come over the line. Jonathan Cesario, second-year player on the varsity team. Now Goff over the line. Here they come. Asher Vanderplug strips it away now. Sokol. Adam Sokol. Just on sides. That looked close. Maybe a replay right there. We'll take a look at that offsides. As this pass by Surma intended for Mulvey goes all the way outside of the zone. A collision there, and Vanderplug will pick up the puck. Asher Vanderplug, Blake Hoffer now sends it out to the neutral zone. McGovern able to take that one away. Get it for Chanson, but he's offsides on that call, and the fan's not too happy about it. Here's the offsides that was not called. And yeah, probably offsides, but that's another unique feature with this replay, especially if a call goes against GBS. We can look at that. Preseason, baby. Players working out the kinks on the ice. We're working out the kinks here in the broadcast booth. Here's Higgins. Instead, swooping in there to grab the puck is McPherson. Now Higgins takes a check into the boards, wrestles a little bit with a man from Maine. Now Weiss, and just offsides. McPherson couldn't tag up. We'll look at that one again. That was a nice, promising rush for the Titans. And yeah, if Weiss just waited half a second longer, they would have been. Well, that's Gerard. Yeah. Gerard's maybe a little rusty too. Just playing around. Oh, it's going to be a fun season with all these people. A lot of people watching this game probably were big Varsity 2 broadcast watchers last season, as we counted 8 players on this team that were on Varsity Blue last season. And if any of you guys watched the games down the stretch on the broadcast for the Varsity 2 team, I did a couple of those, and you know, we had fun, that's for sure. I broadcasted a couple with you, Gavin, and 1 or 2 with Mitch. Face-off won by GBS, but so cleanly it goes all the way out to neutral ice. One sent all the way down. It'll be picked up by the Titans, given right back to Maine. Here's a centering pass for Goff. He couldn't get there. That'll be a good replay to look at later. Blake Hoffer, near side corner. Now Pajurski. Benji Pajurski through his own zone. Comes over the line. Pajurski doing it all by himself. Down below the goal line, look to center it. That one bounces off a skate from Maine. And so they will come the other direction. Vanderplug to Stevens. What a pass out to Hoffer. He's going to have a partial breakaway. Blake Hoffer to the backhand. Couldn't get rid of a shot. What a pass there to set him up, though. Titans keep possession, so it's not done yet. Here's a shot by Hoffer. Didn't get a lot on it. And it'll be cleared all the way down by Maine. That's an icing. Let's take a look at that sequence earlier. So this was the pass. Yeah, that was really nice. Could have easily led to a goal. And now taking a peek at this play earlier. Oh, almost for Goff. He was right in the slot. If that stick wasn't in the way, would have had a point-blank opportunity. Big shout out to everyone tuned in right now. I know it's a late game on a weeknight. Thanks for staying up late with us, and the best part is, as soon as this game's done, you get to go to bed. We have to drive all the way back to Glenview. Yeah, well, at least the later games this weekend are not at 9 o'clock. Big hit on the far side boards. We'll take a look at that one at the next whistle. Here comes Dylan Lytell into the zone. Puck taken away, but right back, here's Boris. Zach Boris up to Vanderplug. He'll try a shot. That one hits the skates of Painter, and it goes to the far side where it's sent out of the zone. 6 minutes to go in the second period. If the Titans can find one more, they will be up by 5. And if they are up by 5, we will skip the Zamboni intermission and play the third period with a running clock. Asher Vanderplug near side. Real close to us here at the broadcast booth. Really nice vantage point here. No netting. Now Goff, partial breakaway for Maine. Here's a backhand shot, save made by Preston, and it gets cleared out. .5:20 to go in the second. 5-1 lead for Glenbrook South. Frank Surma with 2 goals. Jonah Weiss. Zach Boris. And one more. Here's Adam Sokol. He'll take a shot. Nice move to get a shot away, and that one was stopped. Let's take a look at that chance again for Sokol. There's a really good pass by Cesario, then he sort of kicked it up to his stick. And we had another replay. Maybe we'll show it to you in a little bit. Under 5 to go in the second period. Good to be back here another year covering the great sport of high school hockey here in the state of Illinois. Not only for Glenbrook South Hockey, but for the Scholastic Hockey League. Looking forward to getting back behind the mic for those SHL Game of the Weeks. Working alongside Max Anderson, Jimmy Olson, Sam Schwartz, and the great crew. A lot of behind-the-scenes work here in the SHL network realm and the GBS hockey realm. Here's Weller. Got it up high, Higgins. He'll try a shot. That one whistled past the net. No goals allowed yet on one shot for the new goaltender for Maine, Gavin McGrath. But here's another shot, and a big save by him. Now a 2-on-1 for Maine. They'll come over the line. Here's a breakaway. Backhand shot. He never got a shot away.
I did.
Now out to Weiss. He'll come the other direction for Glenbrook South. He'll spin. Jonah Weiss gets it low for Pajurski. Benji Pajurski behind the net. Pajurski. Now here's a shot. That one would not go. Stevens. Now down low below the goal line for Pajurski. Benji Pajurski backhand try. That one hit a skate and will be sent all the way down. This should be an icing.
So many replays. You gotta go.
So this is the
Last shot.
chance by Pajurski, but let's go back even farther. Yeah, this is what we wanted, the 2-on-1. That was a clean-cut breakaway. Boy, Preston's lucky there. He doesn't even have to make a save on that one. Right circle face-off won by the Titans. Here's a shot that deflects high and out of play. 2:52 to go in period number 2. Titans lead shots on goal 19-11. By the way, it is 5-1, not 6-1. There you go. Our chief scoreboard operator is also in the preseason. Hoffer. This one gets poked out to the neutral zone. Now Chanson. He has the lone goal for Maine in this game. Right in front, and they score. Nearly a stellar stop from Thomas Preston, but it does just leak past, and Maine gets a second goal. Let's take another look at that one. That's Chanson with the puck there. He scored the first goal, so he'll grab an assist on this one. Oh, what a... Really the nice assist was by number 19, Ryan Goff. All right, so 5-2. Again, we appreciate you bearing with us. We're testing out all this new technology. I'm shaking off some rust after not broadcasting all summer. But this is the South Hockey Network, and we are so happy to be back broadcasting games for you on the air. Every single game will be broadcasted for GBS. Ryan Mulvey looking to set up Blake Hoffer. That one deflected away. Vanderplug will try a shot. That one goes to the far side. Now another try by Mulvey. That wrister got stopped. And forced out to the neutral zone, but Mulvey able to pick that one up, play it off the boards. And now Pajerski, what a move. He'll try to center that one, but goes in the skates. Now Chanson, who has 2 points already in this game. He'll try a shot. That one hit the crossbar. And another close chance for Maine. Now Pajerski drops it off Hoffer. He'll spin, try a backhand shot. That one got blocked. And Maine able to get this one out. Britch over the line, left it. Here's a shot by Chanson, and that one goes high. Look at that crossbar shot. Oh, man. Got the iron cleanly. Under a minute to go in the second period. Titans leading by 3 as it stands. On the other rink, York and Brother Rice tied up 1-1. Face-off won by Maine. Played up to the point. And right in front, blue paint, that one's forced out of there by the Titans. Now Cesario over the line, right wing side. Jonathan Cesario down low. He'll pick it back up, center it. And now Painter will come over the line, right wing side. He'll put on the brakes. But that puck's taken away by Surma. 13 seconds on the clock in period number 2. Aiden Weller looking for a shot. He'll take one. That deflects away. And that's going to finish period number 2. So another 17 minutes down, 17 to go after the teams will head to the locker room and take a break. Maybe. And yes, they will. It looked like maybe Jim Philbin wanted to skip the intermission, but they will indeed go to the locker room. So 5-2 the score. 5 Titan goals sandwiched between 2 Maine goals. And we'll take a timeout. Zambonis will come take care of business. Don't go anywhere. This is the South Hockey Network, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes' time. Welcome back to the South Hockey Network, everybody, live on YouTube. This is Dylan Ward with you on the call, Gerard Boris behind the camera, and our chief scoreboard operator, our CSO, is Joe Hoffer. The Titans lead 5-2 heading into the third period with 17 minutes to go, looking to start this season with a win. It's been a nice game by both teams, and particularly the Titans. Frank Surma with 2 goals, Jonathan Cesario with a goal, and a couple of guys getting their first as members of the Varsity 1 team, Jonah Weiss and Zach Boris, both with a goal tonight. Before this third period starts, I want to give a very special shout out to my beautiful girlfriend, Michaela, watching at home. And she has been very supportive of me and my broadcasting career for basically the entire time I've been doing this. I said this is my 4th season in a row doing Glenbrook South hockey, and I've been with her ever since 2020. And I just want to say I love you, and I really appreciate you staying up late to watch this high school hockey, even though you don't really have anything to do with it. But I guess you have to do with me. She actually one time did come on for the couple minutes of color commentary on our anniversary for that game against Glenbrook North 2 seasons ago. Anyway, back to this hockey game. We are back underway as the Titans are back to their first period shooting sides. They'll go from left to right, and Maine will go from right to left. I am back on replay duty, as I don't think anyone has told Gavin McPherson yet, but here he comes. Donahue enters the zone. He'll center it. Here's a chance, and that net gets kicked off, and that'll stop play.
Anticipation.
16:32 to go in the third period. I have just informed Gavin McPherson that I will be doing the replay.
Not doing the replay? I'll help.
The crowds are going to be in that.
It's just a little tough. Gerard put it perfectly. You need to have someone either doing the replay and queuing them up, or the other person, because you can't have. Well, anyway, here's Ben Stevens. He'll try a shot. That one stopped. Rebound covered up by Gavin McGrath, and that'll stop play again. But it's tough when one person's making the replays and the other person's hitting play, because then you don't know what's what. And again, I need to get a feel for it anyway. This is the preseason after all, so. Ben Stevens nearly with his first goal of the season. Adam Sokol ready for the face-off. It's taken by Maine. Our side down below the goal line. Maine cycling with it. Titans right back in action tomorrow evening, 5:20 Central Time start. As this is called nicing against Maine. And I actually want to look at that one more time, because I just thought that was tipped past center ice. No, I guess I'm just seeing things. What did I say, folks? It is late at night. It's 10:21 p.m. And we have a 45-minute drive to look forward to after this game, and that is after we pack up all of this new equipment. It ain't just an iPhone anymore. Ryan Mulvey slap shot from the point. That one stopped and held on to. Ryan Mulvey's always had a good slap shot. This will be a great view of it, as he was on the right side when he took that shot. Adam Sokol with the play off the boards to get it to him. Right into the Maine logo on the chest of Gavin McGrath. Still testing all this replay stuff out. Getting a feel for things, shaking rust off from the off season. But that's what the preseason is for. Like I said earlier, this may be the preseason, but it's not an exhibition. This is a tournament. These are competitive games as opposed to practice games, you could say. The Titans do have 2 preseason games apart from this tournament on the schedule for next week. Tuesday night at Glenview Ice Center. That'll be the first home game. Big crowd for that one would be fun. Now Bunnell. He'll come over the line. Evan Bunnell. New varsity player. Puck taken back by Maine. Now here they come through neutral ice. It's Ronan over the line, just off sides. Sort of a late whistle, but it was eventually called. By the way, you look at that other game in the Titans group. York and Brother Rice were tied 1-1 moments ago, but York has opened up a 4-1 lead over Brother Rice over on the NHL rink. One of two rinks at this facility. Titans right now are playing on the Olympic rink, which maybe you can tell when you're watching this is wider than usual. More room out there to make fancy plays. Same length from goal to goal, but I think it is 17 feet wider. I believe that's the number. Zach Boris, he scored his first goal as a member of the Varsity 1 team earlier this evening, and as Gerard pointed out, he has a +2 rating in this game. Plus minus is always fun. We're going to try to track that for GBS hockey throughout the season. Now that we have video, it's always a fun stat to keep track of, although of course they don't keep track of it in high school hockey naturally. If you don't know, plus minus is you get +1 every time you're on the ice during a goal and -1 when you're on the ice during a goal allowed. Titans are offsides there. It was a close one. Let's have another look. Yeah. It was a close call, that's for sure. But I think the right call was made. Adam Sokol's line with Surma and Cesario out there. All 5 skaters on the ice right now for the Titans, returning varsity players from last season. Sokol wins the faceoff. Vanderploeg gives it up. Here's a chance and a save made by Preston. Big save on Cooney. Matheson Cooney. Now here's another shot. That one deflected away by Vanderploeg. Behind the net, Goff centered it. He goes right to Surma. He can't quite clear it out. Here's a centering chance and another save made by Preston with the pad. Boys, he had a good night in his Glenbrook South hockey debut. The freshman between the pipes for Jim Philbin's side, Thomas Preston. That is way off sides. That'll be a whistle. I don't think that was close. Let's have another look. I mean, he's over the line right there. And usually they'll call delayed offsides on those, but since he did put a shot on net, that draws an immediate whistle whether Maine touches it or not. So the draw back out to the neutral zone. Benji Pajerski loses it. And here's Burke for Maine. He'll dump this one in. Donahue up to the right point. Here's a shot. That one backhanded away by Weller. Picking it back up is Maine. But now here's Weller getting it back. Nice pass off the boards and a good reception by Hoffer. Blake Hoffer puts on the brakes. Got it to the slot. Nobody home to tap that one through. 12:10 to go in the third period. Pajerski with a shot. Couldn't get that one through, got it back. Here's another look, and getting a piece of it was the goaltender, McGrath. We'll have another look at that chance at the next whistle. But here comes Bruce for Maine. Now over to Donahue. He couldn't receive that one cleanly. Pajerski missed a check. Amable takes a shot looking for a deflection, didn't get it. Off the boards and out. All the way down it goes. And an icing against the Titans. Yeah, Pajerski, yeah, that definitely changes direction. That must have gotten just enough of the goaltender McGrath's blocker. And it stayed out, and we stay 5-2. 5-2 the score, same score as it's been since the start of the period. Maine scored first, Titans with 5 in a row, and Maine with the most recent goal, so a sandwich full of Glenbrook South goals, with Maine being the bread. Weiss out to Higgins. Jack Higgins gets this one low. Bunnell gets to it. Near side corner. Puck deflects to the right side. And Will Fagan will try a shot. It goes wide of the net. Luke Fagan. Now Higgins will get this one into the zone. And Maine looking for a breakaway pass. They didn't get it. Weiss on a steal. Titans will not keep possession of the puck. Amable. Over the line, right side. Now near side corner. This one sent up to the point. Amable tried a shot. That one blocked, and the Titans will clear it out. All the way down it goes, and that's an icing. Fun sequence there, lots of action. Let's take another look. And just didn't really get it in time. 10:02 to go in period number 3. Titans leading the shots on goal 24-15 by our count. As now Dylan Lytell over the line, puck taken away by Maine. They'll get it out to the neutral zone. Stuff chance. Couldn't be forced home. Here's Zach Boris. Boris backhands it back down below the goal line. Now here comes Maine, maybe a 2-on-1. Here's a shot, big save made by Preston, and it's recovered by the Titans. Boris backhands it out, looking for Lytell. And that goes all the way down. No icing is the call. Now Goff gets this one ahead of Weller. He'll chase it down, but the whistle sounds. Some other final scores in the preseason invitational earlier on today. The Warriors, the new look Warriors, combined with Wheaton West, beat Carmel Catholic 5-3. Deerfield beat Oswego 7-0, another 7-0 final. That was Glenbrook North beating DuPage. New Trier Blue with the 6-4 win over Stevenson. New Trier Green 6-0 win over Notre Dame. Of course, in progress, York leading Brother Rice 4-1, and OPRF and BGHW all knotted up at 1. Titans lead this one 5-2. Lots of action tomorrow, including the Titans at 5:20 p.m. as they'll take on Brother Rice in the first of what will be at least 3 games against Brother Rice during the season. They'll have that game tomorrow. They'll face off down at Oak Lawn Ice Arena on Thursday night of next week, a week from tonight. And then on November 9th, they'll play at Glenview Ice Center in what will be an exhibition game mid-season. I don't know if you can call that a preseason game on November 9th, but it'll be an exhibition. Now Weller will try a shot. That one goes wide, or maybe a piece for the goaltender. You know, this preseason invitational for me as a broadcaster, I can only imagine how beneficial it is for the players. To get back into the swing of things by doing at least 3 games, what will likely be more. Vanderplug off a nice pass from Hoffer. That shot just went high. But getting all these games under your belt early on in a tournament style, as opposed to just playing the preseason, you know, 2-3 games a week for 2 weeks, it's good to just get back-to-back-to-back action and really just force yourself into the hockey season. Now here comes Hoffer, 3-on-1 for the Titans, trying to pass over to Pajurski. It hit a leg and missed him. Now here comes Stevens over the line, right wing side. Ben Stevens, younger brother of Will. Centered it, Hoffer, backhand try, save, rebound, and held on to. Take a look at that chance one more time. There's a good awareness by Hoffer not to go with the forehand shot, to actually get that to his backhand. And then earlier on we saw this look. Hoffer centering it, Vanderplug just not able to finish. .6:12 to go in period number 3. We've had a scoreless third period up until this point. A win here would be huge, because remember, the top 2 of the Titans group will go to the quarterfinals, as opposed to usual just the number 1 first place team in the group at these tournaments. So the Titans can afford a loss. So if they can get a win here, then they'll probably only need 1 more win to get it done. Giveaway and over the zone, or over the line, offsides. So the Titans get flagged. And yeah, it was close, but probably the right call. That was that was stupendous camera work by Gerard Boris. Cooney in the slot, try to lift her. That one bounces into the near side corner. Here's Jonathan Cesario. Missed a man, but it took a deflection, so it will not be an icing. Found in the near side corner by Maine. They'll get it out to the neutral zone. Now Goff over the line, down the left wing side. He'll try a shot. Save made with the mask by Preston. And another big collision. Down went Cesario, but here come the Titans, 3-on-2. Bunnell. Fagan there too, but Goff will pick it up, get it out to the neutral zone. Here's Ryan Mulvey, the only letterman out there for the Titans, as Zach Freemuth, the captain last season, and both alternates are gone. And Ryan Mulvey was an alternate last season, and He's still around. Maybe he'll be getting a C come November. Wouldn't be very surprised. He's been on this varsity team since his freshman season. Don't want to speculate about that too much. Still a lot of hockey to be played before the official announcement of the captaincy. Captaincy. Speaking of Zach Freemuth, I know he had plans to watch this game, so if you are watching, Zach, big shout out to you. We'll definitely miss you here at Glenbrook South Hockey. And as a matter of fact, shout out to any former Glenbrook South players who are watching this game. Nice pass and a backhand try by Cesario. Boy, he was trying for his second goal of the game there, but couldn't get it. We'll have another look at that one next whistle. Centering pass, Sokol couldn't pull it to his forehand. Now Mulvey's shot. That one goes wide. Rebound off the boards. Surma looking for the hat trick. And the whistle sounds, and now they're getting into it behind the net. The officials trying to break it up. But let's look at that chance by Cesario. Oh, and that was just a great pass, too, by Sokol to get it to him, the backhander, and gets it right on net, but no twine. Doesn't look like we're going to have any penalties from that skirmish. So we'll go back to the left face-off circle. Titans attacking zone. Hoffer's ready for it. It's taken by Maine. Now Donahue. Up ahead to Bruce. Poke checked off of his stick. Ben Stevens racing in there. Now Hoffer, nice little pass there to Pajerski. Benji Pajerski. That puck forced off of his stick now too. Pajerski now to Hoffer, and that was just offsides. 2:21 to go in the third period, and it appears as though the Titans are gonna find a victory here. Although Joe and I learned our lesson last season with the Jinx. I take it back. Bruce left it for Donahue. He'll try a shot. That one blocked by Pajerski. 2-minute warning here on NFL opening night and GBS hockey opening night. Donahue, he'll try a shot. That goes between the legs of Weller, but missed way wide. Now a nice play by Hoffer to tip it off the boards to himself. Blake Hoffer looking for his first of the season. Hoffer gets it back. He'll try a shot from the slot, and he fanned on it. Now Pajerski off the rebound, looking to backhand that one on net. It went to the blue paint. Scoreless third period. Backhanding this one low is Adam Sokol. As we have now reached the final minute of play here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Ryan Mulvey takes a shot. That one gets blocked. Now to the neutral zone, Aiden Weller. Got it to Cesario. And now to Sokol. Adam Sokol spins, lost the puck. Now Maine looking to get one more on the board for themselves. Here's a shot. That one turned away by Preston. An impressive night between the pipes for Preston in his Glenbrook South hockey debut as a freshman. 15 seconds to go now. We'll come to the near side. Can either team find the net one more time before the horn sounds on the night? Here's a shot. Weller hits the post. Rebound. Sokol. That one wouldn't go as the puck goes down to the corner. And that's going to finish the third period in the game. Titans are 1-0 here in the new season with a 5-2 victory on opening night of the preseason invitational. And they have gotten themselves into a pretty good spot heading to the rest of the tournament. Let's take a look at that sequence at the very end there. And that Sokol shot, oh man, they were so close. But it won't change the winner and the loser of the game. It'll finish 5-2 after no goals in the third period. And the teams will line up at center ice to shake hands. Goaltenders first, as per usual. So again, this is the preseason, and while the games don't count in the SHL standings, these are not exhibition games. This is a tournament, and the Titans have gotten themselves off to a good start in the tournament, securing 2 points in the standings. They will be tied with York heading into tomorrow's action before the Titans and York Dukes will face one another on Saturday morning. So we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Again, thanks for bearing with us. We're shaking out the kinks and making sure everything is working now so that it doesn't fail us later. But the rust is off for sure. And by the time we got to that third period, I was feeling way more comfortable than I was in the opening period. So for our entire crew, myself, Dylan Ward, Joe Hoffer, our chief scoreboard operator, Gerard Boris, our camera operator, and Gavin McPherson, our second period replay coordinator. One more time, this is Dylan Ward saying thank you for watching. We're right back here tomorrow night, 5:20 p.m. local Central Time, as the Titans will face the Brother Rice Crusaders right here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. We will see you then on the South Hockey Network.